tutorial for using the website for Haverford Friends Meeting as an administrator or a committee clerk trying to upload content or edit content on the website. Step 1. Go to User Login. Click on it and use the username and password you have established through the website administrator or webmaster. If you don't have a username or password, check with the clerk of the meeting to find out who the website administrator is so that you can get one. Click Log In. You get a brief history of how long you've been a member. But let's go home and learn how to create content for the front page of the website. Go to Create Content and click on Story as opposed to Page. Give your story a title. I'm going to share a poem on peace with the meeting. With my bad spelling. You can type directly into this body for simple messages. You have basic formatting options such as bold, italic, and underline. You can also copy what you've done, and you can make a bullet list or a numbered list. You can center alignment, right align, or left align. But this is a long poem and I don't want to type it all the way in. So what I want to do is I want to cut and paste this poem right into the body of this announcement to my meeting. So I'm going to go find that poem on my computer. Here it is. I'm going to double click on it to open it. I'm going to select the whole poem and press copy. I'm going to close the poem. Then I'm going back to the body of the message, the story that I'm creating. Make sure my cursor is flashing, and I'm going to select paste. There's the poem. Now I want to make sure it ends up on the front page of the meeting's website, so I go to Publishing Options and click Promoted to Front Page, and I click Save. I have never used Preview, which I find to be an unnecessary middle step, so I go directly to Save. Then I take a look at it. It looks okay. But I want it to move down a little bit. Actually, you know what? Let's go back home and see what it looks like on the home page. Oh, look at that. The very beginning of the poem is up there. That looks a little messy to me. I want to adjust that. So I'm going to go back. I'm clicking on it to go back to it. I want to change it a little bit. I go to Edit. I click Next to Pray for Peace. I want to knock it down a bit so that bit doesn't show up on the home page. And let's see, I'd like to boldface the title, and I'd like to underline the title. Click Save. I don't have to promote it to the front page anymore because I've already done that. Alright, that's how it looks when people get to it from the home page. Now I'm going to look at it on the home. Oh, that's much better. I like that. Notice how it doesn't go all the way to the top. That's because the top is reserved for especially important announcements, such as summer sessions, and the way you make something stick to the top of the page is when you create that story, you go down to Publishing Options, and you make sure you click this box, Sticky at Top of Lists. That means that this story will always be at the very top of the page. Now let's learn how to put a document, attach a document to a story. This is especially useful for monthly bulletins and especially useful for committee clerks that want to have documents available to their committees on their committee pages. Let's go to Edit. and we'll go to File Attachments. Let's choose a file. I'm going to choose the poem that I just mounted. I'm going to actually give people the opportunity to download the poem themselves. So I'm going to select it. I'm going to choose it, and then I'm going to attach it. Oh no, problem. Problem is that this website will only use these specific kinds of files as attachments. These letters refer to what's known as the extension on the document. So I can't attach that poem. But let's attach something else just to learn how to do it. Here's a letter I wrote having to do with health insurance. No, I'm not going to do that one. Let's do, I don't know what this is. We'll just do this one, document 1. Who knows what it is? Choose document 1 and then click attach. You see how it says DOC? That works. It says list it. Yes, I want to list it. I want it listed on this story. Oop, I already attached it. Now all I have to do is press save. And let's scroll down and make sure it's there. There it is. Let's see what it is. You click on it, it's downloading, and now I double click on it, and it should come up. We'll find out what document 1 is. It's blank. Okay, but this could be a registration page for something. It could be an announcement. It could be a poster. It could be minutes to the last meeting that you want to be able to distribute. Now let's get rid of that thing that we just mounted. Go back to Edit. This is to get rid of a file that you have attached to a page. There it is. First of all, you'll see it like this. You have to get to File Attachments, uncheck List, check Delete, and then before I click Save, I want to point out this little button. This is how you reorder. If you have several documents lined up here, you can reorder how they, what list, how the list is stacked on the page by moving them up and down by clicking and holding down on this little 4-arrow button. But now we're going to get rid of that document. So I've clicked delete and I'm pressing save. All gone. There we go.